to the end. I really need the kingdom. Endure to the end. Lord willing, I can get it. Endure to the end. The Lord know I need him. Endure to the end. The Lord, I wanna see him. Endure to the end. Endure to the end. Yeah, yeah. Endure to the end. Endure to the end. Endure to the end. Endure to the end. We tryna get this win. I do not wanna sin. Saying you not my friend. I'm praying to the Lord. I'm hoping that he hear me. The most I innocent, the only one I'm fearing. King commandments and endure. He knocking, open up that door. Bible what I'm gonna explore. Israel, he gon' restore. That Lord, get him what I'm looking for. He did what you looking for. You're not gon' read anymore. Endure to the end.
I want to keep this spirit going, giving all honor and glory and praise to you. How about you, my shark woman like y'all was shy, man? Right? And they confounded. All the heathen has been confounded today because they don't understand, you know, the judgments. They don't understand the prophecy. They don't understand the gathering first and foremost. Because how can you know, black men, how can you niggas come together in unity and solidarity and any type of, you know, conformity to come with each other in the last days besides just smoking and drinking and partying and sexing women? How can you do this? You're standing on the street corners. You know, your education has failed you. You know, your political system has failed you. Everything else has failed you. You know, the civil rights movement has failed you. Black Lives Matter has failed you. The Black Panthers, you know, they kind of decimated after a certain amount of time. So you have nothing else in this society but the Lord, right? Give me the book of Isaiah chapter 21 and start at verse 6. Right, because we got to understand something about not just ourselves, but also the prophecy that keeps coming to pass rapidly in the last days. Hey, did y'all know y'all was chosen of God? Y'all ever heard that? Y'all want to know who else was chosen? Y'all know Christ, he was chosen as well. Y'all know his color, what he looked like? Black? Okay. What you know some features?
His hair's like, something like wool hair, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you gotta learn from them. They educated. See that? See that? Yeah. What else? See that? Okay. You're on fire.
They wanted us to believe.
Wait, who is us? Say, I don't know what you mean by that.
Israelites.
No. You said they wanted us to believe them. Who is that them?
White people.
See that? That brother is on fire. See that? But I want to show you something real quick. Because Christ, you know what he said or what he looked like. That's true. He was a so-called black man. So you know that he didn't look like, turn that around real quick. He didn't look like this according to the Bible, right? No, absolutely not. He looked like this brother right here. That should be the better personification of what he looked like. But he said something very pivotal, right? Let's see what he said.
It's the book of John, chapter 14 and verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
If you do what?
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
Now you would say that you love Christ, right? Okay. You would say that's my king. He died for me that I may repent. Right? What about you? No, that brother right there. Y'all gotta listen to it. Oh, this for all y'all, not just for half of y'all, just because it's for all y'all. So he said what? He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Now what are the commandments? Have you ever heard that before, brother? Never heard that before?
Like
Sins are breaking of the commandments. But the thing is, you got to figure out what the commandments is, because he said, if you love me, you're going to keep these things. So shouldn't we, figure out where these commandments are, what they're talking about, what they're going into? Because who is Christ talking to? You said it earlier. Of course, which that would make you, if Christ was a so-called black man, and you be personified as a so-called black man, what would that make you? What about them? So that means they're all Israelites. So y'all have to listen to the top Israelite, Christ, because he was perfect, right? So let's go into one of the commandments. Give me the book of Leviticus chapter 11, verse 7. Give me Leviticus chapter 19 and start at verse 17.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 7. And the swine.
Are you sure? Have you ever heard of what swine is? Okay, swine will be pork. That's another word for pork. He said, and the pig or the pork, right?
Though he divide the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. Because
a pig is a very disgusting animal, right? It doesn't digest his food, right? It's all it does is eat feces and excrements all day and garbage, but it's unclean to you. So, do you guys eat any pork? What's that? See that? Let's see what you don't. Well, you doing good.
Yes, he do. He eat bacon. I eat
But it's-
bacon. I eat Stop
Beef
that's
bacon?
bacon.
So you said hello? You said you eat beef bacon? All right, that's good.
Pork.
No. Pork. Well, you gotta think. Just because pork doesn't just mean like pig, right? Because you have beef bacon, like he said. You also have turkey bacon. Brothers, I told.
Turkey bacon.
That's good. But that's clean.
I'm gonna tell you what I eat.
My brother going into it. He's spilling the beans, right? But this is about pork. We about to go about pork real quick. Then we'll go into everything else. Bring this up.
Verse 8, of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
So they are unclean to you. A pig is a nasty, disgusting animal, which the Lord says in his law, which is commandment, that we should not eat it. Can y'all do that for the Lord? Put the pork down. Like actual pig. Now, beef bacon, there's nothing wrong with. That's a substitute. That's good for you. Turkey. Oh, brothers talked to you before? Okay, all praise to the Most High. So, hey, God speaketh once, yea, twice, right? But bring this up.
Verse number 9, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and in the rivers, them shall ye eat.
So there are animals within the sea, right, that have fins, that have scales, that are in the waters that are good and, edible for you to eat and consume, right? Do you know what some of those animals are? Like what animals you can eat that have fins and scales?
Fish.
Okay, but what type of fish? Because there's various types of fish. Goldfish. Well, it might have fins and scales. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's a good fish to eat if I'm not mistaken. But what else? Goldfish. I know they got. Hey, y'all all gotta hop in. You was on fire. You was right behind him. Where you go? Why you slid off to the right? You just kind of disappeared off the scene. So what fish would be classified as clean, like that you can eat? Okay, we're about to get into that. But what's the first one? Salmon. That's good. That's you smooth. Okay. We looking for specifics, but it's okay because you got salmon, you have tuna, you got trout, you got bass, you got whiting. These are all things and animals that you can eat. No, that's not. Catfish has fins, but they don't have scales. Right? Bring this up.
Verse number 10, all that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you.
So they shall be an abomination unto you. Those that don't have fins and scales. Catfish is one of them. So what would be another one?
Pufferfish.
Flufferfish?
That's what they call it.
Oh, pufferfish. Okay. And what else? Yeah, you got one? What's a fish with fin that don't have fins and scales that you can't eat? Okay, that's a big one. What else? Okay, that's another one. Shark, yeah, and I don't eat no shark. That's crazy. And what else? You said what? Lobster? Lobster? Yeah. He said that all those are things that we cannot eat. Lobster, shrimp, crab, oyster, scallops, mussels. All of that you're not supposed to eat. Yeah, no, you're not supposed to be eating that too. That's crazy. Some people think that's delicious. I don't know how. What makes that? You got a point? You got a question?
So what are we supposed to eat?
Well, those that are clean with fins and scales, like we read earlier. So, like I said, you got tuna, you got whiting, you have bass, you have salmon, you have cod. Yeah, cod. That's a great one. You have all these things, trout. These are a lot of seafood that you can eat that have fins and scales. Why? Because it's a commandment. Back to what Christ said earlier, right? If you love me, keep my commandments, right? And I think that's the end on that.
God.
So these are commandments that the Most High has given us through His law. Is that something that you think that you can apply to your life? How old is you? How old are y'all? 13?
13.
8, 13? Y'all young as hell, man. That's good. All praise to the Most High. If you, how many times have you heard this? You say you've been down here before.
About like 12 times.
12 times. What's going on, man? You got to start keeping the commandments. You got to just keep. You got fringes too. Instead of that, bring that out. Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. right? You gotta start keeping these things. We ain't gonna keep y'all all day. Y'all headed somewhere? All right, I'll praise the Most High. Bring this up.
Numbers chapter 15, starting verse 37. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generation.
So when you look at this whole line and what brothers have on their wardrobe and their shirts, maybe even their hoodies, what do they have on? They all have fringes on the bottom, right? Because it's a commandment. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right, a ribbon of blue. So you might have different color fringes. I got blue. This brother got black and gray. Yeah, he has gold. He has pink and black, etc. But at the end of the day, the ribbon is always blue, right? Read.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that you may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them.
And what?
And do them.
So this is a physical reminder that that the Most High God that you're supposed to love and worship, He told you to put this on, so you can always remind yourself physically, like, because we're all carnal at the end of the day, we make mistakes. And He said what? Make sure you look at it and you think about all the commandments of the Lord, that you may do them, meaning apply them each and every day, right? So this is gonna be the 13th time, right? So you gotta start hearing, you gotta start asking, you gotta start looking it up. Go to your parents, kind of start telling them about it, right? And start getting into it, right? Is there more than that?
God. It reads, In that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a-whoring.
Hey, because at the end of the day, the Most High God, He wants you to do what He has commanded you to do. He don't want you to do your own thing. He wants you to dress a certain way as well. He wants you to look a certain way. Do y'all know that Christ even wore fringes? You didn't know that? Let's read that. Mark 6 and verse 56. You knew that? You sure? You're not lying? You playing me? All right, bet.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 6 and verse 56. And whithersoever he entered into villages or cities or country, they laid the sick in the streets and besought him.
So everywhere Christ went, when He was performing miracles, healing the sick, giving sight to the blind, they was just laying people right in front of Him, right? And what else?
And besought him that they might touch, if it were the border of his garment.
And what's at the border of your garment? We just went over that, right? It will be the fringes, right? Because that's a commandment, right? They said they would just touch. If I just touch this brother's fringe, right, what would happen?
And as many as touched him were made whole.
So they were made whole just by touching the fringes of Christ when you go into it. That's why you got to put this on. You gotta walk like how Christ walked, right? Give me that real quick in 1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 21. Bring this out real quick. I'm gonna give y'all one more commandment, all right? And ain't gonna keep y'all too long. Unless y'all got any questions. We want to answer all questions.
1 Peter chapter 2 and verse 21. For even hereunto were ye called, because Christ also suffered for us, leaving us an example that ye should follow his steps.
So Christ, he is that prime example that we should follow. And he suffered for us that what? That we may strive to be like how he was, right? Because that's a commandment as well. Christ said, be ye perfect. So y'all know y'all young, y'all got a long way to go. But we living in very nefarious times. I mean, it's kind of like all hell breaking loose. When you say, you agree, you watching the world a little bit, just a little bit. What you think? We live in the end of the world? You kind of got to know it. You may be young, but to know this right now is important because it may save your life, right? So I'm going to give you one more commandment real quick. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Bring this up.
Look at Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So it says what? Thou should not hate thy brother in thy heart. Now, guess what? This might not be my actual brother, like it came from the same, my literal father and mother, but we still are ancestors, we come from the same father. So essentially, this is my brother, but I can't hate him in my heart. I'm supposed to love him and rebuke him when he's going wrong, and him to me as well. So that's a commandment that, we all should keep. Because in our community, wouldn't you say we have a lot of hatred and violence among one another? Oh, look at those J's, man. Them 12s is nice. And then I not myself, but another, somebody else, he may start to hate on you, start to look at you different, start to, talk, what behind your back. Oh, that's him?
Yes.
Oh, that's him?
He was just,
Oh, so it was just for you?
he was just fucking crazy.
What was you saying, man? What's going on?
He just said my Jordan's trash.
Wow. But you got Crocs on. What was that about? Nah, I'm playing, but that's smooth. You smooth. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's the thing, like it's going back to the commandment, right? Y'all can't, you can't be hating on one another, cause y'all the same brother. Y'all supposed to look after each other and take care of each other, right? And grow as a community of people, right? Bring this out one more time, all right? I'm gonna give y'all flyers, okay?
But in Leviticus of the 19 and verse 17, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
Okay, cool. Y'all heard that?
Can you read it one more time?
Okay, one more time.
Leviticus 19 and 17, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So it says you should not hate your brother in your heart, right? But in any wise, you look after him. You correct him when he's wrong, right? And then you also take care of him, right? When he's dealing with problems, be that ear to hear. You know, be there for him. You know, help him out if he need anything, right? So what are the two things you learned today?
Hey, what y'all learning about?
Go ahead. If you was paying attention.
I learned he was black because I really thought he was white.
Okay. All praise to the Most High. You gotta try. And you came over here on fire too, so you should definitely know. Go ahead, King.
I learned that Jesus wore
Fringes. All praise to the Most High.
and that he was black.
Okay. And what's one more thing?
And that we supposed to remember the commandments.
Okay. And what's one of the commandments we told you?
Eat stuff with fins and scales.
Okay. So what about you?
I knew everything.
You just knew everything. That's proud. That's kind of crazy. What? So we didn't teach you nothing today that you didn't know? You heard it all.
His sister was.
Oh she an Israelite? All praise to the Most High. So what about you then? What's going on? Yeah, you stiff neck? What's going on? Nah, I don't know what that is. You gotta explain yourself. Cause like you don't believe what she's saying is true. So don't you think you should follow that as well? Okay.
All right, a precept. It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11 and verse number 9. Rejoice, O young man, in thy youth, and let thy heart cheer thee in the days of thy youth, and walk in the ways of thine heart, and in the sight of thine eyes. But know thou that for all these things God will bring thee into judgment. So y'all gotta remember, y'all young men right now, but one day God gonna actually look at y'all eyes. He gonna say, did they make me happy or not? So y'all gotta think about that. Y'all young right now, but one day y'all gonna grow up, and y'all gonna be men. Okay, so don't just be out here doing stuff just cause it's the first thing that come to your mind. Think about what y'all doing, all right? The best thing y'all can do as young men right now is listen to y'all parents. Take their advice. No, hold on, no, this for you too. This for you, don't point him, don't put him. Okay, what about your father? Your pops around? Okay, now what are you laughing for?
Oh, see, that's when that one commandment, you can't hate your brother in your heart. What was that for?
Hey, film.
See that?
Why you laugh? His pops around?
Nah, they see that. See, hey, that's not funny. That's actually a curse. That's a curse actually in the Bible for the Israelites for disobedience, right? You ever heard that before? What about you? You heard that before? You gotta show them, man. Y'all the same age. You're not teaching them none of this. You're not following it. You're not applying it. How are you? How? Tell me. You ain't wear your fringes. Does he normally wear his fringes? Be honest. No. Have you ever seen him wear fringes?
No.
Okay, so
Yes, I have.
how you have?
One time.
One time?
I promise. When?
Come. See that? It's a hot seat. The controversy among the church.
They must not know they friend or what's I don't be having that was friend. I be having cut.
With the cut. Oh, the
you cut
ZZ.
yourself?
Oh, the cut. Okay. Okay. How you say your sister? How long she been in the troop then? Long time. You don't know. Okay. Well, here I'm gonna give y'all these. All right, y'all gotta look into it. All praise to the Most High. Y'all learn about the commandments.
I got one question.
Go ahead. You got you.
So what was slavery about?
What was slavery about? Give me the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 6. Give me the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and start at verse 15.
Book of Baruch.
Real quick, I want you got to be attentive, because at the end of the day, I want to answer your question, and you got to know this, because this is our history at the end of the day. They're not going to teach you this in school. They're not going to teach you this in college and any of the curriculums, and they're not going to teach you in church, right? Because church doesn't understand the Bible. They have no idea what the Bible is talking about. So listen.
Baruch chapter 4 verse 6. For you were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved God to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies.
So we were delivered unto the enemies. Now, nowadays, we may be acquainted with them. You know, you're going to work, you know, white people there, Arab, you know, Chinese, etc. But essentially, they are enemies according to the Bible, Psalms the 83rd chapter. And we made God mad. Why? Due to our disobedience, due to our, you know, pride, and due to our sin, first and foremost, right? So this is actually what happens. This is one of the curses in Deuteronomy 28. Bring this up.
Book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now it said the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again. Now when you read the rest of the whole Bible, the Israelites as a whole never went back into Egypt. So this is actually like, you know, a metaphor or a parable, so to speak, in layman's terms, as for what? Meaning what? Slavery, bondage, captivity, just like we read. Why? Because we made the Most High God mad. Right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So isn't the form of transportation of which we came over here to America on what? All right, but that's in the Bible, right? And you just asked what was slavery about, right? But now we're reading it.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So we never saw our homeland again. We don't know where we're from, meaning our land, our language. You know, because what would you say if people called you? Y'all know that y'all Israelites, but if regular people ask you, what race are you? What's the common answer that we all say? That's the common answer you always say? What would you say? Black. Okay. But, you know, for example, Young King, what's your name? Jaden. So you got black pants on, right? Are you the same color as your pants? So how then can you be black? Brown? Okay. Different shades of brown, but then that your race is not personified by your color. It's personified by your nationality, meaning who you are and what God called you according to the Bible. Because that brother got on black pants as well. He got on black shorts, and y'all not the same color as them. And you're African American. Those are the names of two so-called white men throughout history, right? Who are evil and wicked. So you don't want to call yourself by these bywords that society has told you. So you want to go back to what God called you. You want to bethink yourself. Get in the book of Baruch, chapter 4, so like 2 and verse 30.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. Reading on. It says, thou shalt see it no more again, and there you shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
Meaning slave men, that's what we were sold for, right?
And bondwoman,
slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
Nobody has saved or redeemed us out of this estate of which we've been reduced to, right? So at the end of the day, and that's a prophecy that came to pass. Y'all all just acknowledged it. And that's what slavery happened, because God had did that to us because our disobedience, our sin, and as well as our pride. Right? But what did he call us? Did he call us black? Did he call us African American? Did he call us Negroes? Did he call us anything else that they call us in society? No, what did he call us? Bring this up.
Deuteronomy 29:1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
With the who?
The children of Israel.
No, with the black people.
Children of Israel.
African American.
Children of Israel.
So it's the children of Israel. It's who the Most High called you and who we made the covenant with. Right? So y'all have to understand these things, understand your God, understand your power, and what he has, really what he's, you know, requires of you. Right? This is one thing I want y'all to remember. Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 8. I want y'all to remember this, right? Because I know y'all young, y'all gotta grow into, a certain maturity. The world is kind of crazy. It's a lot of things, for a young man that y'all have to go through, right? Because we all went through it as well. But at the end of the day, and there's still some brothers up here, we're still young as well, right? But nevertheless, y'all still have to come back to the wisdom that the Most High has instructed you to be. Especially that guy right there. He gotta always wear his fringes. If I see you again, we're gonna question you, bro. All right, bring this up.
It's the book of Jeremiah to the 6th and verse 8. Be thou instructed.
Do what?
Be thou instructed.
What do these young men got to do?
Be thou instructed.
Right, read.
O Jerusalem, lest my soul depart from thee, lest I make thee desolate, a land not inhabited.
Right, so we don't want to make the Most High God or God mad, right? So So what do? We gotta be instructed. Y'all have to walk. Give me Sirach 21:11. You want to be instructive and be given that understanding that the Most High is offering and giving out in these last days to what? Repent, because that's what repentance is, and repentance is for all of you. Bring this out.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 21 and verse number 11. He that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof.
Right.
And the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom.
Is what?
Is wisdom.
So the more that you keep the law, the more that you learn about the commandments, the more, wiser you're going to be. The more understanding you're going to have, right, in regards to your life, what to do, where to go, how to handle certain matters. Your discernment is going to elevate. All of these things are going to happen. Why? From being obedient to the Most High God. Because at first you didn't know who you were. You didn't know what your purpose was within this life. But give me the book, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13. We're going to find out of our purpose, right? That's why we have to do what? We got to be instructed. We have to return back to the Most High and remember ourselves.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God.
Do what?
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Right?
For this is the whole duty of man.
So this is the whole purpose of why we've been put here on this earth. The purpose is not just getting rich, getting money, getting a bag, getting women, and doing your own thing. The purpose is actually being obedient to the Most High God and loving your people, right? And helping them as well. Because we all need help at the end of the day. None of us can do it alone. Nobody has their own personal relationship with God. Nobody can just, talk to the Most High. Well, he told me this and he telling you something else. No, we all have to come back in unity on one accord, right? At the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Well, if y'all look on this sign, what tribe would you align yourself with? American blacks. So this is Judah in the building, from the tribe of Judah, Hebrews 7:14. Now, what tribe do you think Christ is from? What about y'all? Actually, hold on. Let me ask him first. He got to be the first one. What tribe did Christ come from? What you think? You said what? Okay. Take your time. What about you? I saw your hand raised. You was like this. I didn't know you was raising your hand. Okay, let's read it, right? Bring this up.
Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah.
Out of what?
Out of Judah.
So it's evident, meaning it's apparent. We know that Christ, I know. But I wanted to see where everybody else was at, so you got it right. That's why you got, man, you hearing this way too much, man. You got to start applying this, man. You got to start getting built up. Because you said you know about it, your sister know about it, you know a little bit about it. Y'all got to start.
Because my auntie, her son, was like, she be doing this.
She be doing this too? Yeah, hey, man, you got to start going after the right people in the last days, right? You got to start, give me the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 10. You got to be with the righteous people, right? Those who want to be, see that? Y'all can't just be, look, y'all be here, y'all be there. Nah, I saw you too. Y'all funny as hell, right? Bring this up.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 10. Forsake not an old friend, for the new is not comparable to him.
I think 11, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no.
God, verse number 15. Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
Did y'all hear that? What did he say? See that? So he was capping. What about y'all? Y'all heard that? So you say, so y'all always capping?
I said no.
Oh, okay. So you was honest. All right, what about you? Yeah, it's y'all funny. Y'all real funny, bro. But listen, y'all gotta take heed. This is serious. These words can save your life at the end of the day, because it saved all of us. We didn't just come up and wake up one day and say, let's go to campus marches downtown, stand on the corner, look like this, put on these clothes, put out these signs, just start, grabbing scriptures from the Bible at random. No, this took time, right? This took a lot of work, right? A lot of trust as well. So y'all gotta start putting this into y'all life and actionize, meaning applying it, right? Read this.
Sirach chapter 9 and verse 15. Let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High.
So always remember that. I want to leave y'all with that, all right? Let your talk be with the wise and in communication with those who fear the Most High and have faith in the Son Christ, whose real name is Yahushua. Because at the end of the day, you have to be with those people, right? Because those are the people that's going to, show you what righteousness is, are going to instruct you, who are going to help you and build you up. Not somebody who wants to, go out, smoke, you know, and go out and do a lot of wickedness or folly and get into, you know, stuff they're not supposed to, right? Y'all agree? All right, so what's your names real quick? I know you's Jay. Jaden. What's your name? We're going to pray for y'all. Steven? So Jaden, Steven. Ramirez. Huh? Amir? Like Amir? I got you.
How you say your name again? Ramirez?
Ramirez. Yeah.
And Miss Steven. They didn't raw down.
I just picked his name.
So we're going to let y'all go on y'all way. You know, you understand that y'all Israelites, y'all got to keep the commandments, all right? Y'all got to repent these last days, all right? Y'all told me what y'all learned, so all praise to the Most High. What y'all about to get into?
I want to go in here.
What's in here? It's closed.
That's the riddles.
Oh, they took it down, man. You know, Detroit, they worship Christmas. They do things they're not supposed to. That's why they got the gingerbread house looking ridiculous right now.
Has a gingerbread house.
Yep. See that? Nice. That's crazy, right?
Christmas don't come.
You said Christmas on what?
Christmas not. You can see it. It's all really.
See, but we're not supposed to be celebrating Christmas at all. Why? Right, give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. There's a reason. See, I never heard this before. Yeah. He said, I need my presents. I give my J's a certain appointed time of the year. Right? He said, I got to get my outfits. You know, I get a certain jewelry with it every now and again. New backpacks, you know, school clothes, all of that. Right? Bring this out.
Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
So you are the house of Israel, and you got to listen to these words that's being spoken. Read.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
What?
Learn not the way of the heathen.
So Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, all of these things. See, he knows. You got to start teaching them, bro. We're going to get on you. But all of these things, we're not supposed to learn. We're not supposed to indulge in. We're not supposed to participate in. Why? Because there's a way of the heathen, right? The other nations, because our God never told us to believe in a big, fat white man coming down the chimney, you know, putting presents under a tree, and he's just going across the world in one night, delivering presents. That's folly, right? Read.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. They deck it with silver and with gold.
Now, isn't that where they put the little bells on, the little, you know, little decorations every single year? You know, sometimes they buy a new tree, sometimes it's the same tree. Some people idolize that tree. Yeah, this tree's been in our family for 40 years. What's your question?
Do you celebrate Christmas?
No, hell no. Hell no. Hell
What you
no.
do on Christmas?
I celebrate Hanukkah, Feast of Dedication.
Do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
That's the holy day. No. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because God told me not to, like we just read. He said, learn not the way of the heathen. So it's not something that is a part of our customs, so why would I celebrate it? So,
You celebrate your birthday?
no. No. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Do you know about that one? Come on! What's going on? You gotta get on them, bro. But do you celebrate your birthday? Well,
I don't celebrate. Yeah. I do. They just still.
all right, so we got to get 2 or 3 witnesses. Out of my 2 or 3. Wait. Who just gave you stuff?
You can't do the only one. I ain't doing it. They just gave me money.
They just gave you money? So on your birthday, you just gave you money?
They like, here.
Who your family?
Your family just gave you money? Okay. Did you tell them that you ain't accept it? Oh, you took it? Oh, so you took the bribe. See that?
Celebrate my birthday.
Okay.
I was down here on my birthday.
Well, what did
First
you?
time I seen y'all on my birthday.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is now, and I would say something new that you probably never heard before, right? So y'all never heard the heat. So you gotta stop taking that money. I can't just be like, all right, I don't celebrate my birthday. Somebody come with me with $1,000. I don't celebrate my birthday, but I guess I'll take it. Look at Neo. That's crazy. Neo from the Matrix.
So somebody come to you with $1 million, say happy birthday, you not taking it.
No, hell no.
That's $1 million.
Yeah, but it's not that deep. You can't serve God. You can't put, riches and money and fame or anything in this. That's a little chihuahua. It ain't going nowhere.
I'm very scared. I don't like dogs.
You don't like dogs? That's crazy.
I got people I want to save in my life.
See that?
Hey, if somebody tried to give y'all $1 million to say I hate God, would y'all take it?
Oh, no.
All right, then. So there we
Exactly.
go.
Plus, the Most High does not want us to do what? What is the one thing the Most High doesn't want us to do?
I know what you said.
I said a cigarette for $100.
What?
You heard what I said?
You selling cigarettes for $100?
I'm buying.
You got it, Kenny. You got it. You got it. See, Spears downtown Detroit. He got $100 for a cigarette. And that's how you know a spirit is on your mind, bro. It's just all type of. But see, you see this? You want to know what's so funny? It's the spirit because we talking about holidays. That man's not in his right mind. Then the other guy was dressing all black, like, you know, this is Halloween. Yeah, those are spirits. You're not supposed to be moving like that, right? That's demonic. And why would you want to pay $100 for a cigarette? What's going on with you?
He must need it real bad.
Yeah, clearly. But why? That's not good,
He probably like nicotine.
right? But is nicotine good for you?
No.
Okay, then.
It's
So,
got cancer. No.
oh yeah, see that? So I mean, he not in his right mind, right?
No.
Nope. So he wicked. All right, see that?
Demon probably in his body.
Yeah. That brother on fire, man. Brother on fire, right? But you said what? Who, him?
They lying.
Wait, hold on. He need to tell us more. What he be doing?
Yeah, you gotta explain
I get
yourself.
all A's in school.
All A's.
Oh my God!
Hey, that's three witnesses, bro. They on your head.
Last
They
year I was bad.
clocking.
Last year I was bad. Last year I was bad. This year I'm good.
Oh, so you be changing it up then. You double-minded.
I got all A's.
See, you gotta prove all things. I don't know that yet. You know, you just kind of.
I got all A's.
You got 4.0. Yeah, I mean, you got 4.0 in middle school. You know, it's, you know, Lord willing, right? Kind of. Well, no. The moral of the story is my time about to be up. We not supposed to be celebrating our birthdays, no holidays, none of that. Now, the reason why you're not supposed to do that is because these are the customs of the heathen, right? And on birthdays, believe it or not, when the other nations and the heathens in the Bible celebrate their birthdays, something bad always happens, right? Give me that real quick in the book of Genesis, the 40th chapter. I want to say, you said what? Who next? Oh, you want to listen to him too? All praise to the Most High. No, so you're going to stay. See that? You gotta stay. You gotta hear the words of God all day. So that's what we do. We like to hear the Bible all day long. We don't never want to stop. Right? Genesis 40. I want to say. All right, bring this up. Yeah, I thought verse 20.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 40, verse 20.
No, this is Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a king of Egypt. Let's see what happened on his birthday. Right? Read.
And it came to pass the third day, which was Pharaoh's birthday, that he made a feast unto all his servants, and he lifted up the head of the chief butler and of the chief baker among his servants. And he restored the chief butler unto his butlership again. And he gave the cup into Pharaoh's hand, but he hanged the chief baker.
Yeah, hold on. We gotta kind of like, you know, you gotta digest this. We gotta kind of get the sense. So on his birthday, on one fold, he gave person, you know, elevation in his job. He gave him a raise. Long story short, right? He gave him a promotion. That's the easiest way to give it. But what happened to this other guy, right? Read.
But he hanged the chief butler as Joseph had interpreted to them. Yet did not the chief butler remember Joseph, but forgot him.
So one guy got a promotion on his birthday, and what happened to the other guy?
He got hanged.
And what happens when you get hanged? Of course. So, you know, terrible death. Now let's go to the book of Matthew, the 14th chapter. Now, do you know about John the Baptist? John the Baptist? You ever heard of that before? You heard of the name before? We're going to give you another example of what happened on somebody's birthday who was a heathen. Right? John the Baptist was a righteous, holy man. Right? Bring this up.
Matthew chapter 14 and verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod, whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask.
See that? The bites just got y'all mesmerized, man. But I get it. You know, y'all young, so I definitely understand. So, I mean, you asked a question about the birthdays. You can't just be distracted by everything else, but you asked this. See that?
I know how to do that, but not that. My bad.
See that? That's why being, you know, fastidiousness in the last days is so important. Fastidious means to be more attentive, to listen, to hear. I'll just, bring this up.
Matthew 14 and verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask. And she, being before instructed of her mother.
So basically she was dancing before the king on her birthday, correct? And then guess what? Now she's given a question or ultimatum. On the birthday of this happening. This is what happens when people celebrate birthdays. Read.
Give me here John Baptist's head in a charger.
Whoa.
And the king was sorry. Nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her, and he sent and beheaded John in the prison.
So John the Baptist got beheaded, right, at the request of somebody's daughter who was dancing on, guess what, the king's birthday. And guess what? He didn't want to go back on it. It was peer pressure. He didn't want to look like an embarrassment. That's why you're not supposed to be celebrating your birthday, because people look at and deem themselves as gods, essentially. Oh, it's my birthday. I made it a new year. Well, actually, Proverbs 27:1, real quick, and then I'm gonna pass to the next brother. Right, bring this up.
This book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 1. Boast not thyself of tomorrow.
Y'all listening? Yeah, this is very important. Read it again from the top.
Boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth.
So don't boast yourself of tomorrow. So just hypothetically, right? I don't celebrate my birthday, but I'm gonna make a quick point. I'm gonna be like, oh, tomorrow's my birthday. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get into this. I'm gonna call these friends. We're gonna go here. But the scripture says, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what the day may bring forth. You don't know what's gonna happen to you. You don't know what's gonna befall you. You don't know what may, come into your way whatsoever. Right? You might get hit by a car. You may break your leg. You may go to hoop. You injure yourself at the gym. Anything can happen. So don't put yourself on a pedestal of which you have no idea what the Most High can place or put upon you. Right? But I'm gonna pass to the next mighty speaker. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 105, verse 1. I'm gonna close out with that.
Psalm chapter 105. What verse? Verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh.
Oh, do what?
Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh.
Read.
Call upon his name.
Do what?
Call upon his name.
Right.
Make known his deeds among the people.
Today we have made known just a little bit of the deeds of the grace and glory of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and Most High through his son to you, right? The people, and to everyone else that's going to come up here, right? So with that, I want to give a mighty shalom and Kwam Yashalom. Kwam Yashalom. Kwam Yashalom. Kwam Yashalom.